Yeah. Okay. So, then where do we go to? Number ocho. Those answers were this. Anybody need to see that?
Yeah, I'm gonna need to see that.
Oh, it's plus or minus 6.
Number 8. X squared minus 8x minus 20 equals 0, but I don't have room for that, so it said completing the square. Oh, I had to put the 0 there. So, x squared minus 8x, divide by 2, square it, add 16, equals 20 plus 16, because I moved this puppy over, right? And then, oh, brother. And then that's x minus 4 squared equals 36. Do the square root of both sides. So then it would be x is 4 plus or minus 6. That's how I got 10 and negative 2. That's all I got to say about that. Okay, so if there was a problem and it said, hey, what's the square root of 36? Well, the square root of 36 would just be 6, right? I mean, for now. But if it said x squared equals 36, then x could be plus or minus 6. So since we... What's the next number?
10.
Thank goodness. Number 10. I got, I got this.
Are you supposed to put it
No, in front of the square root. In front of the square root.
I didn't know if it was.
Okay, here we go. Number 10.
No, we need it.
It's y squared plus 10y equals negative 35. Are we still completing the square on this one?
We are.
Yes. So then that would be y squared plus 10y plus 25 equals negative 35 plus 25.
Wait, how did you get 25?
Oh, that's
You take the 10 divided by the square.
That's why.
That's right.
Because I can't do basic math.
Should have checked your work.
You're right.
Oh, I didn't, well, apparently I don't know that a slope is.
Apparently I don't know that negative 35 plus 25 is 15.
I forgot what parallels was.
Okay, so then that's what it looked like before. I would move the 5 over. That's how it became negative 5. Whoa. That's how it would become negative.
So if it's a negative square root, you put an I in front of it.
Ah.
Okay. That makes sense. I
Next.
wish I would put that on my notes.
Okay, 14.
You have it in your notes.
No, we don't. We didn't do that.
The square root of negative 1 is I. That was like the first thing you wrote down 2 days ago.
Number 14.
Number 14. Now what are we using? Quadratic formula?
Yeah.
Yay, my favorite. So it's 5u squared minus 5u plus 2 equals 0. So negative 5 plus or minus the square root of negative 5 squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So that's 5 plus or minus the square root of, I don't know.
Negative 40. 25
That's
minus 40.
25 minus 40. There we go. So then it'd just be 5 plus or minus I root 15 over 10, and you cannot simplify that. I don't care what our book says.
Wait, you can't? Is it because there's an I?
So remember, it's got to go into both terms.
Right.
So it's got to go into this one, which you're thinking that works, but then it can't there. So if you wanted to, if you really wanted to, but I won't even put it on the recording, you could say it was a half plus or minus I root 15 over 10, like that, but I don't even like that.
That's just more complicated.
Yeah, I don't like that. I just pulled apart the fraction and then reduced the first part. You can do that. I wouldn't. Please.
Number 16.
Are we good with that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 16. Cross multiply. Here we go. I'm going to cross multiply and get 4z minus 12. And then I'm going to cross multiply and get 3z squared. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Okay. So then 0 equals 3z squared minus 4z plus 12.
Wait, wouldn't it be negative 30?
I've moved everything to the right.
Wait, that's how you do
I don't know. It just felt better that way.
Yeah,
I
I
go.
I agree.
You get the same answer.
Yeah.
Here we go. Negative, negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 4 squared minus 4ac all up for 6. So it's 4 plus or minus the square root of 144 minus 16.
128. 128.
Like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. 128 is 64 times 2, right? Okay, and the square root of 64 is 8. So it's 4 plus or minus 8i root 2 over 6. Now I'm going to divide everything by 2.
Wait, what?
You ready?
No.
I just did I did a mini factor tree.
What guy?
I said 64 times.
Just divide it.
Why did I do 60? What?
Just
I
divide
think
by
she's
two.
like wondering why you're dividing by 2.
This red thing?
Yeah.
Oh, because I want to try to reduce, and I can reduce this and that by 2. That's
But earlier you said we couldn't do that.
on different problem.
Now there's an 8, where before there was no 8 there.
But you don't have to do the square root, and you don't have to divide the square root by 2.
No, you can't touch the square root of 2. The square root of 2 is like 1.4 or something, so you can't reduce that.
So can you explain why?
Which part? The red?
Like why you don't divide the square root by 2?
Because you would be saying, because this
Like you said,
isn't,
but what
hang
happens
on.
to this? You have to have it.
This doesn't equal the square root of 1.
I know.
But you're reducing the 8. So it'd be like, if it was like 8x, you wouldn't make the x
It's one
different.
term.
It's just,
But earlier he said that.
That's all.
Okay.
There wasn't a number in front of the square root last time.
Okay. I understand.
Yeah, the number inside the square root, aka the radicand, you can't reduce that. Like you can't divide by a whole number. So, did we get this? 2 plus or minus 4i, who you calling 4? All over 3.
that's what you said.
Ta-da!
26.
How was that one?
26 or 16?
No, was that one bueno?
16 is good, 26.
Handwriting's looking sweet because I had to write fast because I was having issues again, but it was smartboard issues, it wasn't wire issues.
Handwriting's still good.
Your handwriting, yeah, still really good.
Look at it.
Oh, it's amazing.
Look at it.
Your
Come on.
fives are so good.
Did you see it? There isn't even,
Well, it's fine.
there's not
I know
even,
you're so proud of your fives. That's
Wait,
why I said that.
there's not,
5 on the board.
It's probably
oh, thank you. Number what? Those,
26.
oh, 26. Oh, yeah, now we're talking. Okay, so I'm going to have to write out the whole stinking thing because I'm going to have to get a common denominator.
I didn't do it.
Here we go. This is fun. Can I go big screen? Thank you. Whoa! What just happened?
Okay, that's fine.
What just happened? How do I...
Fine.
How do I... I have to... I want... Oh, boy. How do I get out of
We
that?
did the same thing.
Is that the algorithm I used?
Oh, thank you. I don't even like that button. How come that button's there?
What button is it?
This one. I'm going to multiply this by r plus 1 and r plus 1.
Wait, you can't just like do the r squared minus 1 first? Could you do that way too?
I'm going to multiply this side by r minus 1 and r minus 1. And then I'm just going to wait on the right side. All I'm trying to do is maybe get like a common fraction, something, one fraction on the left. You with me? That was my game plan originally. So I wasn't even going to worry about the right side. Let's just see what the left side turns into. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. The top is r squared plus r over r squared minus 1 minus, do you get how I got r squared minus 1? And some of you people in your brain are thinking, yeah, you just took r times r and 1 times negative 1. No, I FOILed. And when I FOILed, what happened to the o and the I? They canceled out because these are conjugates on the bottom. So the o and the I are always going to cancel out when it's conjugate, but some of you people on like one of your quizzes tried to FOIL by just multiplying the first times the first and the last times the last. You forgot about the OI. Alright, so now I'm going to multiply this guy. It's going to be r squared minus r, and then, hey, look at that. The denominator is r squared minus 1. Well, that's exactly what I wanted. I'm going to put this puppy in parentheses like that. And then it's going to equal 2 over r squared minus 1. Hey. Now I'm going to combine like terms. I have a r squared minus 1. I have an r squared minus r squared, which is 0r squared. Do you get that? Here, wait. This minus turns into a plus, and that becomes a minus, and that becomes a plus. I got to distribute the negative, you know what I mean, Gene? Okay, so it's r squared plus negative r squared, gone. Then it's r plus r, which is 2r. And that's going to equal 2 over r squared minus 1.
Wait, why couldn't you just cross out the bottom altogether?
I can.
Huh?
I can. I just didn't want to. So the denominators are both the same. So if I were to take this guy, don't write this. If I were to take this guy and move it up there, then it would cancel out with this guy, right? Okay. So, oh, brother. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. So, really, these go away. And you get 2r equals 2, r equals 1, but wait, what number is this? 26. Now, must check. And I'll show you why. Do you see the original problem? Oh my goodness. I'm still not used to this. There we go. Do you guys see the original problem in red that I wrote so sweet? There's a variable in the denominator. So if there's variables inside a square root, or if there's variables in the denominator, I have to check my answer. Because if I get a negative answer, that's bad if it's in a square root, right? Because that would be an imaginary answer. Or if I get what on this problem, it would be bad. 0 on the bottom. Well, lo and behold, if I plug 1 into this puppy right, how come that didn't work? Into this guy right there, what happens? 0. So the final answer is no solution.
All that work for no solution.
Alright.
That's looking good. Looking good. So now I'm HDMI compatible. What number?
48.
Yikes. Okay, let's do it. X plus 2, x squared minus x minus 6. See, on the other one, I already had all these problems written out. And then you're like, can't we go in reverse? Do we have to go in reverse? Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Can I do this first?
Sure. Oh, I remember this from last year.
Yeah.
Can I do that?
Or can you just do right there?
I'm just getting a common denominator on the right-hand side.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't do that. I just I canceled out the x plus 2, and then I was just.
Well, I'm totally going to in just a second.
I also
Wait,
didn't
why?
do that though.
Why is he writing on the top and the bottom like that?
Are you talking red?
Yeah.
This, I'm trying to get a common denominator.
You have to do it at the top too.
Yeah.
We'll see if I get the same.
So, 3x minus 9 minus 4 all over x minus 3. I totally just skipped at least one step there. Maybe two. Maybe 2 steps I skipped there. Now I can go whoosh, whoosh. Kind of fun. So 1 over x minus 3 equals 3x minus 13 over x minus 3. What do you think I can do to the x minus 3s?
Mark them off.
Whoosh, whoosh. Yeah. 3x minus 13 equals 1. Oh, wow. Thanks a lot for this answer. Ooh. What's 14 thirds? 4 and 2 thirds? 4 and 2 thirds. Let me check that answer before we move on. Probably should have done that. Oh, 14 thirds. If I were to plug in 14 thirds up above, it would work. Okay, the only answers that would be bad for this guy would have been 3 or -2. You have to go back to the original problem and check your answers. You can't just go by stuff that got simplified out. You got to go out to the original problem. I mean, please tell me that's the last. Good night. How many of these do we have? We got 3 more? Okay, I'm good.
We don't know why you did it.
I'm good. Let's do it. Here we go. Which method do I choose for this one? I don't know. That's the method I choose.
I agree.
Good. This guy becomes that. This guy becomes that. And then this is there. Oh, look at that. And then this guy would go over there. Oh, I could have moved it. It doesn't matter. So 0 equals x plus 2, x minus 2. X equals plus or minus 2. But wait, did you check your answer?
Did it say this earlier?
You have to. Why do I have to check my
There's
answer on?
nothing in the denominator.
What was the other one? I said there were 2 thingies. Square root thingy, aka a radical symbol. If there's a square root symbol, you have to check your work. So let's plug in 2.
I think I got that far.
2 times 2 is 4, plus 5 is 9. The square root of 9 is 3. Is that the same as 2 plus 1? Now let's try -2. -4 plus 5 is 1. The square root of 1 is 1. Is 1 the same as -2 plus 1? No. So x only equals 2, not -2.
See, that's dumb. I get it, but it's dumb.
Agreed.
Just use caution on square roots and fractions.
Got it.
Well, isn't this fun?
32.
So much fun.
Okay. 32 uses scale factor. That pretty much looks exactly like the one in the book.
Exactly.
Same scale drawing. It looks perfect.
Did they do the stuff in geometry.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do small over big. No, no. What will I do? What will I do?
This was 2 years ago.
Yeah, let's do small over big equals small over big. Let's do it that way. Here we go. Okay, so the lower parts first. Would everybody agree that 6x coordinates with 7x plus 1? Would you agree with that? Small 6x, big 7x plus 1. And they both belong to the bottom part of the triangles. There's 2 triangles there, right? Now we're going to deal with the right sides of the triangles. I have a little right side of a triangle. X plus 6 is small. Get ready. I have a big side. What's the big right side? X plus 6. I'm going to go ahead and write it. Like that. It's called scale factor.
What would it be like one of these on the quiz?
I guarantee it now that you just asked that.
Wait,
Can you add -2x?
when's the next quiz?
Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Wednesday?
Okay.
We don't have school. We don't have school on Monday.
That's fine.
Are we doing anything on Friday? Because I feel like it's a half day.
Yeah.
What's a half day? So I feel
Tomorrow's not a half
What if
day.
we have not this Friday, I mean next Friday.
Next Friday.
Yeah. I feel like we should just like throw a party or something.
Never.
Potluck.
Never. Okay. So if I multiply these guys together, I get 12x squared plus 36x. Now I'm going to have to FOIL the other 2 dudes, right? I'm going to have to FOIL these guys.
Yep.
All right, 7x squared plus 42x plus 1x. So far, so good. I FOILed. Okay, now I'm going to move everything to the left. 5x squared minus 7x minus 6 equals 0. Anybody else get that?
Yes.
Good. I feel confident anyway. I'm going to try down under. I don't know if it's going to work. 10 and 3. Let's try it. 5x. 5x. 5. Minus minus is a plus minus. I want it to be a plus 3 and a minus 10. Yeah. And then this guy doesn't go anywhere, but this guy gets factored out here. X equals negative 3/5 and 2. But wait, there's more.
Gosh. Here we go.
There's more. Look at the drawing. Look at the drawing. What is the length of EC? Look at the length. What is the length of EC currently with a letter? It's X. Could X be negative 3/5 of an inch long?
You never know.
No. No, not on this one. So it has to just be dose. Is that it for that assignment?
41.
Come on!
You were the one you did this to us.
I know. Solve the equation. You'll need to square twice. I love this one. Put a star by it. That means definitely. If you would have to ever square something twice on a quiz, I would tell you, prepare to square twice.
See, I did score twice because I didn't know what I was supposed to do.
Yeah, no, I got 2 things.
Well, hold on. Hold on to your seats. Okay, here we go. That's math illegal, but that's okay. So this guy would be 2x plus 5. This guy's going to be... Did I write this side down correctly?
Oh, that's right.
Oh, dang it. Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
You're not explaining, you're just going.
What?
You heard me.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening because you're just writing.
I had to wait. I had to find a good spot because it's so difficult. Then I have to talk and I have to write at the same time. And sometimes it just... Okay. Now I will get to use my professional formula.
Too bad Kylie can't see this. Don't go over how you did that, please.
2 times 2 is 4.
Okay.
2 times 2 is 4. X times x is x squared.
Right. And doesn't that take that away because it's a root and then a square and you can take it away?
Do
Hold,
that again.
please.
I wasn't.
Hold? Okay.
Hold, please.
Okay, let me keep going.
So all I do is just do outside, outside, inside, 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 inside.
Okay.
But then the square root of 4 is 2, and the square root of x squared is...
I thought with foiling you had to go like 1 and then there and then there.
Yeah. I went, that's f, then I did
Oh, so that's one.
O.
Oh, so 2 root 2x is like one
One
number.
term,
Got it.
like y, and this is like y, so it'd be like y squared. So,
Okay, that makes
well,
Now go again.
Wait,
Got it.
so you just
You got it.
do it.
Got it.
nah, this one.
What did you,
That's the most one. I love this one. Well, now I
Keep
understand
going.
it, so I won't worry about that.
just like keep going step by step.
Now all you gotta do is square. Or
Did you get that part?
No.
Yeah.
That's
No.
the O, that's the I,
Yeah.
and
So
that's
do
the
that.
L.
Let me see it.
2 root
I got it.
2x
That's
is
just
one
this
number.
times 1.
It's one thing. Yeah.
Oh, so you just keep using the same thing that they have.
Heck yeah. So this, if I highlight this, hang on. If I highlight this, that's one term.
Okay.
And so is the one on the other side. Okay. So then I combined this 2 and that 2, and I got a quattro. I just did the square root of that, and it became that. And then this one just dropped down. So then this stays. I forgot that we're recording. But I'm not recording audio because I didn't want to.
There.
She said, do you want me to just send pictures of my homework? Because I did it. I was like, no, just wait. Okay, is that looking cool?
Not cool
Can
for
you
a quiz.
not do one like this on the quiz, because this is really confusing.
Yeah, I'll make it like 3x
No,
instead of
I really
2x.
don't want this.
What if we all just boycotted this
Why don't
question?
I'm all gonna cry.
No. What part don't you get?
I get it, it's just a little.
I don't know, I can't.
Do you understand the left side?
I got that.
Get it?
Okay, keep going.
That's not really nice.
Then you get 6x.
The square root of 4 is 2. The square root of x squared is x, so that's why that became 2x. Now I want to get away from this.
We like combine our like terms first.
I want to move everything else away from blue blob. Okay, so I want to get away from blue blob. So that means I'm going to move this guy over, and I'm going to move that guy over. Okay? So it's going to be negative 6x plus 4 equals 4 root 2x. Here we go.
Divide by 4 and then no, it's 1.
Nope.
Oh, I'm sick of it.
Nope. Now I'm going to
For this person.
square it. The left side I have to FOIL.
You're right.
Oh my gosh, this is awful.
The right side becomes, I don't like the size of that ink at all.
Yeah,
I think it's very bold.
It was.
Wait, how does the rest of it?
It just did. Thin green just got rid of it. I'm trying not to skip any steps. Because I care.
Appreciate it.
Or we could just say this one won't be on the quiz.
Ha! Boom. 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 What is that? 80?
84.
How we feeling about that?
yeah.
How you like them apples?
I don't like those apples.
Have you guys ever watched?
It's like a sour
Can
one.
we divide it all by two?
Have you ever watched Good Will Hunting? You've never watched the movie?
I just can't tell my grandma plays it anymore.
If it's raining Saturday, which it's going to, watch Good Will Hunting.
Is it gonna rain Friday night?
It's a math movie. But one of his lines is, "Hey, I got a number. How you like them apples?"
Can we keep going?
Yeah. Can we divide by 4?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Why not? Let's try down under. I don't know if it's
Wait,
gonna.
what's the last one?
Let's try down under.
All you got was 80?
Does anything go to 30? Oh, 18 and 2. Whoop whoop.
Perfect.
Minus plus is a minus minus. I'll put an 18 there. I'll put a 2 there. It equals 0. Of course. Factor out a 9er. Whoosh. Oh my goodness.
And now we have to check.
Which problem? What problem is this? Okay, and through the magic of me already checking my work, through the magic of me already checking my work, 2 doesn't work. Somebody's. Oh, Collinsville's calling me.
There would be something like that on the quiz.
Wait, Collinsville's calling me.
Okay, now
Hello?
we need
Hello?
1.5 homework.
Hello?
We don't have that time.
Hello? Hello?
Okay, can you hang up?
Hello?
Obviously it's homework. You're in the middle of the school, but you're
Hello?
not listening to me.
I just keep on saying hello for
Okay,
telemarketers.
number 12, 58.
Aren't we done?
What I got. 58. Yes.
Aren't we done?
Yeah.
Okay, what about negative 33 plus 56?
Yes.
Wait, what time is it?
What time is
15
it?
We'll just do it tomorrow.
Okay, fine.
We'll do it tomorrow.
Number 81, I got.
And
And
for Tom Leonovich, because she has so many syllables in her last name, we'll cruise through the homework, and then we'll have a small assignment, but you'll be able to get it done in class.
Wait, on what, section?
I think I'm gonna throw it at you from section 5,
Okay.
because we need to review I stuff.
We'll be able to get it done past tomorrow?
Yes. None tonight, none over the weekend. We'll get it done in class. Only because Tom Leonovich fixed my computer.